Yes, and you're back to the hottest entertainment show in the 254. Of course, you hang out with the gang, Foy One Boy, Manasseh Kenyaga, and Sammy Flinch on the decks. And of course, it's a Sunday. And if you're new to this show, we have this particular segment that we love to love. It's called the New Kids on the Block. And this are not exactly they don't exactly have to be new people in the industry, just people who are making waves in the mainstream music space. And today I'm joined by the lovely, the talented Emma Cheruto. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a composer, she's a music director, she's all of it. She's all of it. Karibu sana mrembo.
All of that.
All of
Thank
that.
you, thank you.
Hey, you're looking fresh.
Thank you.
You know, we usually say, when you wear black, you just didn't have something to wear.
It's true.
It is true.
You're not telling lies.
All right, this is, of course, is your second time here on the show.
Yeah,
Have you been since?
Working.
Working.
I mean, you know, we've just released an EP, so yeah, between then and now, that's what we've been up to.
Yeah. So, I mean, for people who don't know you, and maybe this is the first time they're watching the show, who is Emma Cheruto, and when did you join the music space?
I officially joined the music space in 2017, I'd say. And right now, I think I'd say Emma Cheruto is your new favorite thing.
Hey, she's about to take over.
She's about to do that thing.
She's about to do the damn thing. Okay, so from the song that you've just performed, it's like R&B, soul kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Is that your sound? Would you say that's your primary sound?
To be honest, I would, although I really don't want to box myself in to any sound, because even the last time I was here, we were Afrobeats with Lipi.
Yeah.
You know, so I really don't want to say that that's what I do specifically, but I love it. I love R&B, I love the genre, I love soul. That's what I'm inclined to. So it was really important for me to reinvent myself with this. Because I felt like it was mine.
Okay, so Emma Cheruto, of course, I personally know you, yeah? And for the people who know you, they've seen you perform live. In concerts, at gigs, corporates, weddings, etc. What do you think has been the best gig that you've ever performed at?
Hands down, I would say, hands down, there was this gig called the Aretha Tribute, which was organized by a few of my friends in the industry, by June Gashui, and it was a tribute to Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
And we had these ladies come through, and you know, we did all these songs for Aretha. It was amazing. Hands down, that was my favorite.
Do you get anxiety when you're just about to perform?
I used to, but I think for me these days it's gotten more like, it's become less of anxiety and more of excitement.
More of excitement?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you step on stage and you're not even anxious, even a bit?
Of course I am, but not like the bad type. You know, there's that bad type for, oh my God, why did I do this? Guy.
Yeah.
But then when I go on and you see people, they're actually there for you, and even if they're not, it's an opportunity for you to sort of express yourself.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. If you were to open a show for an artist, dead or alive, or perform with an artist, dead or alive, who would that be? No, actually, give me 3 of those artists.
Whew.
Yeah.
Jessie J, #1. She's brilliant. I love her. Lucky Day. I recently discovered him. And then #3, my woman, Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, those are powerful people.
I know, kabisa.
Wow. And in like the African space, is there anyone?
Yemi.
Yemi Alade.
Hands down.
Ah, that's possible. Kesho.
Tomorrow.
Kwanza huyo ni beshte ya Manasseh pale. Ndio.
Emma, like, you need to talk to me. You know me, I'm the plug.
Yeah, the plug.
I got you. I got you.
All right, let's talk about your EP. The Shift Happens.
Yes.
Why did it take this long? 2017 is when you started, but we're in 2020.
To be honest, I tried to do an album. Things didn't work out. Things here and there didn't work out. So the whole of 2017 into 2018, I was doing an album. I was working on an album. Then it didn't work out. So, you know, when one of your brain children just doesn't work out, you spend some time just wallowing in that.
Yeah.
But it reached a point I was like, hey, fam, it's time to get on this. And that's, now you know that's why we're here, 2020.
2020, here we are. And of course, the best timing. Everything happens in its time, right?
Kabisa.
You said you wanted to do an album, but now you've released an EP. Okay, there's some people who don't know what an EP stands for. What does that stand for?
It stands for extended play.
Extended play.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between an EP and an album?
Duration, I'd say. So an EP is short. It's maybe between, it can be 4 songs. It can even be 8. But an album, I think when you start hitting 12, between 12 and 20, that's an album.
Okay.
But I feel like as artists, we're at liberty. It's such a free industry or free profession, I'd say. You can decide, Yani, you're calling this thing whatever you want to call it. You know.
OP, AP, all of them.
This is my AP.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the inspiration behind Shift Happens?
So initially, I wanted to record one song. That's how it started. That's how this thing started. I wanted to record just one song, and then I went on. So Switch. It's the second song in the project, which I did with Valerie.
Yeah.
And so that happened. Then another song came. I was like, Amma, we do a second one. So I did a second one. Then I did a third one. Then we're like, okay, I guess we have a whole project going. And then, so after that, I wrote the script to what I want the project to be about. And initially it was called Circles, because it's about the circle of love. And then, you know, things came to me, and now Shift Happens, and yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Are there songs that you had written and you thought would be in the EP that didn't make it?
That didn't make it? No. To be honest, one song almost did not make it.
Which one?
The second last song, it's called Mood. It almost didn't make it to the EP because I struggled with it. I've never done trap ever. So I was like, weh, sasa. It is tricky. And so in fact, like maybe 2 weeks before the release, I was still trying to figure out what do I need to do to this song to make it a song that I love.
Yeah.
But you know, there are a lot.
So how many songs are in the EP?
8 songs.
8 songs?
Yes.
And are they your stories? Are they stories of people around you? How did you get the inspiration in writing the music?
In writing the music. So many of those songs were songs that were written way before I decided to do the EP.
Oh, wow.
So I did have, some of them were part of the album that I was going to do. And many of them are stories of other people. Some of them are my stories. But I feel like in one way or another, because this thing is about the circle of love, but in one way or another, love or not, we've all kind of gone through something, which you can relate to, you know, in those songs, you know. So like even in terms of the circle, this song that I've just performed, yes, I'm talking about, oh, it's like a circle and you fall in love, you meet, blah blah blah. But I think that happens with everything, with almost everything else in your life. Even
friendship.
Exactly.
And life is one big circle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the song, the circle. The outro, of course, that's the video that we've just played for those guys watching. There is a particular person that you're singing to in that whole video. Huyo mtu ni nani? Tunakuanika leo.
That's my boo, man.
That's your boo.
That's my boo.
Yes.
That's my boo.
So was that song a dedication to him?
To be honest, in some way it was, because the song talks about, I understand that that people are in this constant loop of love, of meeting someone, to falling in love, falling out of love, and meeting someone else. But it's a song about acknowledging that process and asking yourself, at what point did I heal? Because I remember being in this weird space of I don't want love. Yeah. Like 2 months ago, but now I'm in this point where I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready for love. I'm ready for
the next part.
Exactly. But it feels different. It feels everlasting. Yeah. You know, so for me, it was kind of like, yes, it is a dedication, because otherwise it wouldn't be true. And for me, it's a very true thing. Yeah. You know, because you feel like you've been in this loop of things, but suddenly this feels.
It feels right.
It feels right. And it feels it feels everlasting.
Okay, I love that. That's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna give you a chance to do an acapella, and I want to know, which is your favorite song from the EP?
I don't have a favorite, to be honest, but the song which I really vibed with from way before is Switch, the one I did with Valerie. Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, do you mind doing just a verse from the...
Yeah, for sure. If you snap with me, we'll do. We'll do.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh, baby, our stars light up the night. But even when they don't, I can see them in your eyes. Yeah. Come on, let's ditch this crowd. I want to get to know you for a while. Ooh. Love is a bumpy road, but I will hold on to you tight.
Hey!
Huh.
Hey! People can niambia hivyo.
It is a wrap.
I'm done. So, I flinch. Lazima usikie someone is taken. Alive. All right, as we wrap up, I just want to ask you, of course, you're an artist, you do other things, you have a social life. How do you balance everything?
I wouldn't say that I'm successfully balancing, especially because I'm in school. So I wouldn't say that, oh yeah, you know, you just give attention to everything at its right time. Yes, you do that, but it's not always successful. One thing always loses out at one point.
Yeah.
So when I was releasing this project, you know, my school kind of automatically just loses out.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the balance of things.
Yeah.
You know, you have to choose
Yeah.
how to, it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah,
So what's next for you? Do we expect videos from the other songs? Do we expect collaborations?
For sure.
What's next? What's next, Emma?
So I wouldn't say exactly what's next, but this visual for Circles was just the intro. So as things move, mutaniona kwenye mutandao.
Tunangoja.
Yeah.
All right, so our time is running up.
Okay.
But I want you to look at your camera and just tell people where they can find you and any last words. Yeah.
So you can find me at Emma Cheruto across all social media platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay, you won't find me, but YouTube, you can find me there. SoundCloud, everywhere you can find me. Yeah, and stay safe, stay careful. It's a tough time. Yeah.
Yeah. On the vibe of today, we're also talking about coronavirus. How has it affected you in your day-to-day lives, especially as an artist?
To be honest, you know, no one really prepares you, anyone, artist or non-artist, on how to deal with something like this. So for me, especially because I released the project on a Thursday, and on Friday, the first confirmed case of corona came to Kenya. So for me, I was kind of like, and until now, I'm still kind of confused. I'm not sure what that means for me, because then again, how can you think about the success of your project when people are dying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you do that?
But then I think that this is the moment where people should be listening to your music.
Because, so for me, it's just that let me be a source of hope.
Yeah.
And light. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. There you have it, guys. Emma Cheruto here on Switchboard. We're going to take a short break, but please don't touch that dial because we're going to be right back. Remember, at Switch TV K on Instagram, at Switch TV Kenya on Facebook and on Twitter, using the hashtag Switchboard. Yes.
Yeah.